First and foremost, I want to say I am in deep regrets for the family that's grieving now at the loss of those officers that were killed in Texas. My condolences to all the families that are suffering, whether white or black. People tend to realize that everyone is going to hurt the same, everyone's going to suffer the same. You lose someone, it's about the same feeling. I don't believe black people cry any worse or better than white people. I don't believe white people cry better any worse than black people, Chinese, Asian, Spanish. I don't believe people hurt differently. They might hurt deeper, depending on the circumstance, but I believe all cries are the same. Maybe a little uglier, maybe a little, but point of the matter is everyone's gonna cry and hurt when they lose someone deep and close to them. So now, by me saying that, I'm gonna say this. It is just now starting. The epidemic of the Civil War is just underway. And it's going to take someone to speak up beforehand, or it's going to take someone to be taken after the Civil War already started. So, I'm just another black dude walking the streets. I might die today, I might die tomorrow. Enjoy me while I'm here. But reason why I'm saying that is people don't know what's going to happen. They're just going to wait. No one knew that guy would be so pissed off that he would go and start a chaotic battle with the police officers and kill them with no remorse. Same way how he must have felt like, oh, you're killing me with no remorse. And I say me because I'm black. Pretty sure he's saying the same thing, like, I'm black. You only see me as a male and a black guy before you shoot me. Nothing else. You're not judging me off my rap sheet. You're not judging me off anything else but the fact that my skin is darker and I'm a male. So I'm a threat to you. So people don't know how others will take things and what their reaction will be. Obviously, no one expected or anticipated that the gentleman would murder 5 or try to kill so many officers, and that's exactly what he wanted to do. Kill white people, preferably police officers. So there's a lot of good, great officers that are white, black, Spanish, Chinese, whatever. There are a lot of great officers, but being that the negative ones is more overshadowing right now even more than they are, then they're just going to be matched with the stereotype. Same way how black people have to differentiate themselves from, okay, I'm an educated black man. I'm not a thug or a gangster because I'm dressed like everyone else. It's the same way all white people and white cops, white men have to now start justifying, oh, I'm a great officer. Check my record. I haven't done anything. I haven't had any public complaints about me. Now, that's where it's heading, where officers have to differentiate and separate themselves from each other. Now it's going to be a division within the police force. Even though they stick together, it has to be broken, because if not, then it's just going to get bad. The good one's going to get murdered with the bad one. They always say all the good apples have to be tossed out because of that one bad apple. There's a whole lot of bad apples in the police force. There's a whole lot of bad apples going to get a whole lot of good apples bitten. But yeah, it's very sad. People really believe violence is the answer. The misunderstanding is not violence. It's a one-on-one thing. If it has always been a one-on-one. From back in the days when people had issues with each other, they would always go and shoot the fair one. We would call it in Brooklyn. We shoot the fair one. It would be me and the person I have an issue with, and we're gonna fight. After this fight, if you feel like you want to keep going, next time I see you, gonna fight. And the next time, and the next time. And we're gonna keep fighting until we're tired of fighting each other. And then that's where respect would come in, because that's where, oh, he ain't no punk because he fought me every time I saw him, and every time I saw him, I fought him. So we know we ain't no punk. And then it's respect, and then you go your separate ways. People are misled now. It's no more, oh, we're gonna fight, you beat me, I'm embarrassed. People are laughing at me, now I'm being called pussy. Now I have to retaliate, and my retaliation have to be greater than what you beating me up was. So what's greater than getting beat up? I'm gonna kill you. And that's the value of people's life. That's the immediate thought process of someone who's in a position of creating violence. So now, hence the reason I say black people are angry. So they're just gonna act. Even if the greatest black person, Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, all of them could come back right now and say, hey guys, this is gonna get ugly. And they're not gonna listen because they're angry. They're gonna say, why is it that we always have to be the one to be the bigger person or take a step back while we're the one getting abused and walked all over? That's most likely a great question. So that's why the anger is going to stay there, whereas the white people haven't really came around and say, hey guys, we have to say something about this. What celebrity that is of the Caucasian origin has came out and say this is bullshit and made a strong stand pro-black or for the movement of Black Lives Matter and constantly stayed on it, like haven't given up, haven't strayed away from it, just stop by it and let their names be known and then walk off? No. What white person has done that? No one. So how can you say I'm your friend, I'm black, but you see the injustice happening with me and you say nothing? But you're gonna say, hey, no, Ray, you're not, nothing is happening to you though. How you know that? I'm being judged by the same thing they're being judged by. What's the difference between that person and me? They didn't get judged by their past. They didn't get judged by their actions or why they were being stopped or questioned. They were just murdered because they were black and they were male and they were scary. And they were scared for their lives, so they had to kill somebody. Hey, I'm small and I'm black. I'm pretty sure I'm scary to some people too. And it's the same. So you can't say, oh, I'm your friend and don't ever try to understand what's happening on my side. That means you don't care. You're my friend for the privilege of having a black friend. You're my friend for the privilege of knowing a black person. Hey, maybe you want to say the N-word and that's your excuse and your reason for saying the N-word because you have a black friend. Maybe. But to others, it doesn't make sense. Like I said before, you have to accept facts for facts and bullshit for bullshit. The fact is, if you're my white friend and you don't feel as hurt and angry as I do about the murdering and injustice of all the other black dudes, then you're really not accepting the fact of what's really happening. So how can you be my friend if you don't really care if tomorrow you get a call or you see it on Facebook saying, hey, Ray Ray died? And you're really not my friend, and I don't need to deal with you. I don't need you around me because you're an enabler. You're not positive. You're not helping me. You're affecting me more than anything. But it's already starting, and it's just gonna get worse. The epidemic of the Civil War is gonna happen, and it's not gonna be pretty. A lot of casualties gonna happen. A lot of casualties already happened. A lot of casualties will happen, even more. Way more if no one comes up and stop it. And like I said, it can't be no black person because black people's not going to listen to another black person when they're angry. It's just like you being angry and your mom or dad trying to say something to you. You're not going to hear them. You're going to say whatever and do whatever it is you want to do anyways. So it's the same. A white person has to come out. George Bush, Bill Clinton, George Clooney, Brad Pitt, motherfucking Donald Trump. You really want to be president? You should see where your fucking country that you want to run is going and the direction is heading and want to prevent it. That's a president. I don't believe you want to be president of the United States. I believe you want to be president and create your own United States. A United State of Trump. But hey, it has to be somebody that's respectable. Even the Klan members will follow. Like, hey, maybe this boy here arrived. Maybe we should just stop. Because, you know, them blackies ain't been doing too bad. They been making the country better. But anyways, it's a little comedy skit. But seriously, it's going to get worse. Just hope everybody who's angry and full of hate is ready to lose somebody that means a lot to them, because that's how the world works. That's how karma is, isn't it?